There was a time I was an intellectual too, but then I lived in Florida.
That means you knew 22 of the letters of the alphabet.
Yes, out of 24. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Isn't there 23?
26.
Did you do that on purpose?
Is there really 26?
Yes.
There you go, guys.
Google that. I don't believe that.
There you go, guys.
The preschool teacher here.
Hey, Misfits, it's time for another Under the Lid, and today we're taking a look at Skyrise. This was one of my top picks at Gen Con. When everybody else was raving about certain other games, I absolutely love this game. We got a nice invitation to a private, it was like a private-ish event. It was like a little media event over in the, at Gen Con over in the stadium. And it was an event for Roxley. And if you guys remember, Roxley makes a little two-player game. It was one of our favorites how many years now? God, how many years?
I think that was the first PAX U.
Holy crap. Yeah, it was. I think the first PAX U, 3 years now. I think it's like 3 years. Yep. Jeez. So one of my favorite two-player games called, now my brain just died on me. Radlands. Yes, thank you. So we went there to go look for Radlands expansions, which, by the way, they had none. They sold through them all. But they had this game called Skyrise, and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous game with buildings. And I'm a sucker for minis, of course. But they had building minis. And usually you don't think like building minis like so exciting, but they were absolutely awesome. But the gameplay is what got me. So
We'll put a link to the video.
Yeah, we'll definitely put a link to that video. So I was taken with this game, and then they started talking about how you play it, and it was absolutely awesome. I absolutely loved it. It was kind of like you are bidding. It's like a combination of bidding, but also you have strategy involved because where you bid and where you go changes. I'll get into that later on, especially when we do a review. But they were nice enough to send us a retail copy, which I'm probably going to end up buying a really super spiffy copy anyway because this game was gorgeous.
That means I get the retail copy.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm no joke. I absolutely love this game. It was just a very, very cool concept, and the gameplay was really enthralling to me. I hadn't seen too many games like that. I love the art, of course. This is very much a BioShock looking theme. Do you ever play BioShock, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The later one.
Yeah, that's the one I played through.
Where there was in
the
Columbia.
ones I kind of played a little bit of it, but that last one with the
Columbia and stuff in the sky one, yeah.
That was awesome.
This gives me very much a BioShock vibe to it. You know what I mean? You have the, stuff. Oh man, this is, this is so much smaller compared to the Uber edition, but it's still very pretty. So you have your leaders up there, or not your leaders, but your different people you have to attract. What we got here? We got baggies.
Of course, there's always baggies.
There's always bags. No, they give you a felt bag.
Oh, felt bag.
So felty. Feel it. Just feel it.
I felt the bag.
Oh my god. Is that like how many numbers? It's like I feel like I should ask you how many letters in the alphabet there are again.
Don't ask. I ain't gonna say nothing. Look at that.
So this is cool. This is the wooden buildings. Monuments. They're very pretty. Here's your actual buildings that you use to bid with. Oh my god, yeah, this is going to be a fun game, but oh my goodness, compared to the Uber edition, whoo, big difference. But this is super cool still. I'm going to be playing the crap out of this. Look at that. So you guys have these buildings, and each one goes to a different player. And oh wait, there's more? I was going to say, these seem kind of light.
Buildings.
There's got to be more. All right. There's a lot of these, by the way. You'll be getting a lot of these. So each one has different numbers on it.
Yeah, turn them over. I bet you can see them move.
Maybe. I was kind of hiding them on purpose, but there you go. So what you do is we're going to build the board here. I think that's a separate board. Or
yes,
maybe
it's a board that goes on top of the board.
It's a board that goes on top of the board. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
I looked at the back of the box.
We're gonna open up some more here. There's boards that go on top of the board. Here we go. Now we're talking. This looks a little bit better. Oh, that's right, because it's random. So basically you randomize a city, and the city connects. You basically have to connect it via these little bridges here. See? And you build your little city, And this is where the bidding happens, on top of this floating city in the sky, right?
That's right.
Like the Bioshock we were talking about before. I can't do that. I gotta do it this way. There you go.
Yeah, because you put that little island.
Put that little
on the
island in the
thing
middle. Yes. Ta-da! Does it fit in there? First time builder here, boys.
Because there's the bridges.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it sits on top. There you go. So yeah, there's our city. And you're basically going to have a certain amount of buildings with different numbers on them. Man, I want to play this right now.
I figured you would when I got the box out.
I want to play this like right now. So you pick a different character, and you get so many buildings you get to bid with. So you have these tall ones, you have your small ones, and then you have your oddly shaped ones. And these numbers are what you use to place bids on. Now, you basically win with the higher number. But the thing is, though, you only have so many buildings. Once you use the buildings, you can't use them anymore. And you're trying to claim different areas on the map. And if you notice, they're separated by lines, and they have each a different color. So you're trying to capture, more or less, certain areas of the map. And when you place a building down, the first person has to start from the middle. The other people have to place buildings next to it. And whoever ends up having the higher number at the end claims wherever they're at. So you basically kind of trace a path through the city as you go. So say you're playing against green and they want to one-up you there. They basically have to keep connecting the buildings. So you're kind of strategizing because you don't want to lead people to buildings that areas that you don't want them to get. At the same time, you're trying to influence what you get. So you're kind of tracing this path as you go along. Let's find a higher number here. 14, where's my red? So unless somebody one-ups them, but let's say I'll one-up them, that's where the path ends because no one's going to have a higher number than that. Pretty positive. So once you guys stop bidding, you get to the end, that's the area that they claim. And that building gets to stay there. And then you reset it and do it all again. You get your buildings back. That's claimed. Then you have to build out either from the middle again, or if I recall correctly, from one of the buildings that have already been built. And as you go along, you're claiming different areas on the map, and you're slowly building up this city, just this whole city in the sky. And then as you do it, you're claiming points as you go along. And there are objectives, of course, that we have, which I'll open that in a minute here. And of course, our point tracker.
And you got more buildings in there, too.
And we got more buildings. I haven't even gone through all the buildings.
Buildings upon buildings.
There is buildings upon buildings upon buildings. And it's just a cool game that has a lot of strategy to it, but also has that interactive not bidding aspect of it. So you have to decide, what high numbers you want to expend when to kind of strategize and get the points you need to get. Very, very cool concept. I just love the concept of it. It doesn't look like it's going to take forever to play. So it moves pretty quick, I think. And then it's just a gorgeous game in itself. And like I said, this game actually is extremely pretty as it is, like just the layout for this as it is. But watch that video above about a review of the Uber edition and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just it really just adds that extra level of holy crap,
it makes
this game.
each building unique.
Yeah, it makes each building unique. But this is definitely not bad. This has that same gameplay, obviously. And then you have monuments that you can build along the way as you go. And monuments provide extra points and capture things immediately. Yeah, very, very, very cool game. I'm not going to punch it all out here, but you have some more.
Want to.
I want to. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah.
So you got tokens and such.
Yeah, and the first player to build all their structures gets the key to the city, which is extra points. So you have different ways to gather points as you go. It is not a super long game, I think. Probably about maybe an hour or less from the looks of it. But it looks like a lot of fun, guys. Thank you again to Roxley for sending this to us. We're going to have a ball playing this. And honestly, again, I'm probably going to go buy when I get some free money here, I'm going to go buy the Uber version of this because I just absolutely love the design of this game. And I'm looking forward to more expansions. Guys, check this game out. It is a super cool game. Check out our video. We talked about it. This is a unique game. Honestly, one of the most unique I think I saw at the con personally. And just maybe a couple others there. But honestly, this one captured my imagination.
Oh,
more
you
than
were
anything.
drooling over this for days.
Yeah. So guys, check it out. Roxley Games, Skyrise. This is the retail edition again, but they have an Uber edition. I highly recommend checking it out. I hope I'll see you in that city in the clouds, because honestly, that's where I'm going to be at for a little while, guys. Right, guys? Ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go raid Columbia. Hey, listen, licensed Bioshock. It might not hurt. That'd be super cool too. Until then, guys, as always, game on.